By 2050, more than 40% of the entire world's young people will be in Africa. Africa has a preponderance of natural resources. In the next 30 years, sub-Saharan Africa will make the largest contribution to the working population on the planet. Hello, my name is Dr. Morne Mostert. I am the Director of the Institute for Futures Research at the University of Stellenbosch. And I'd like to tell you about our new African Futures product. We'll be having a fascinating event on Africa Day, 25 May, as the world celebrates all the opportunity that Africa has to offer. Now, sentiments about Africa go up and down. Africa is sometimes the flavor of the month. The Economist described in one decade Africa as a hopeless continent, and in another edition 10 years later described Africa as a continent that is rising, when Time magazine used the same title for their edition. So Africa is complex, it is diverse, it's difficult to decode and extremely difficult to predict. What we'll do at our launch is we'll share with you how our African Futures product will help senior decision makers to make more meaningful medium to long range decisions about their strategy for Africa. This is really useful for three major audiences. The first is African organizations that are based in the rest of Africa and would like to expand their African footprint. This is important because intra-African trade is an important focus, amongst others, for the European Union. It's also of relevance for South African organizations who wish to expand into Africa, particularly relevant because, of course, the economic growth rate in South Africa is not always what it could be. And then this product is relevant for those multinationals based outside of the African continent who want to explore what it might be like to do business in Africa. So on 25 May, the Institute for Futures Research launches its African Futures product, a series of thoughtful research pieces published on a weekly, monthly, quarterly and annual basis, in addition to a series of events held throughout the year where we engage with senior thought leaders on what the future of Africa might be. We will do this with our partners here at the Collaboratory, with the University of Stellenbosch Business School, a leading business school on the African continent, and with the University of Stellenbosch Business School Executive Development, the executive development business in Africa with an extensive African footprint and widely rated as one of the best executive schools on the continent. Please join us on 25 May.